All right, class. Last thing in McGraw-Hill Connect, let's do a Learnsmart assignment. These Learnsmart assignments are not graded. They do not count towards your grade. I assign reading from the textbook, and that's something that I normally don't emphasize to my students. But your textbook is so phenomenal, it's so awesome, that I strongly recommend you read the entire book. Just to review briefly, you can access the ebook in the corner right here. For those of you that are crusty like me and must have a paper copy, you can click right here to buy a paper copy for $25. And you know what? What the heck? I'm going to open in a new tab. Let's see what happens. Add to cart for $25. That's pretty dang cool. Anyways, back to here. These Learnsmart modules are assigned chapter reading assignments. They are optional though. You do not need to do them. So you can click on the Learnsmart module. Your ebook, or smart book should load, I should say. And load, and load. Come on, load. Come on, load. Okay, here we go. We go back. Oh, come on, there we go. All right, so type our answers in the box. Scientific principles of testing established without being disproved into known as a...
You haven't read anything yet. If you want, you can start to practice to see how well you know the topics in this chapter before you read.
Maybe I should read something.
The Smart Book will advise you to go back to reading if it looks like you do not know the topics very well.
So I am going to intentionally answer this question wrong and say pizza. And I have no idea. Oh, I got it wrong. I maybe should read about that. So I'll click read about it. And it's going to load. So this Learnsmart is an interactive version of the textbook where you read portions of the textbook. Oh, that is just irritating. Okay, here we go. So I can read through my textbook. Something that's cool is you can highlight, or not highlight. The publisher took the liberty of pre-highlighting the textbook for you. So apparently on this page, nothing is really that important. They didn't feel like highlighting anything for you. If we back up a couple pages here, I'm used to there being some pre-highlighted stuff. Let's click in this lower right corner. Let's go with the spread view because I like that view. Actually, I don't like that view. And let's make that font size smaller by clicking that small size right there. Wow, that's way too small. Let's go bigger, a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. All right, I can work with this. So I'm reading through about DNA, and oh, here's protein folding. I have a tertiary, there I have a quaternary structure. Protein makes your hair curly. Did you know that? Enzymes are proteins that act like biological catalysts that lower the reaction energy, so on and so forth. As you read through the textbook, you can practice. And these are going to be questions that are about the material that you just read. And if you need to review, you can go to read about this. Oh, look, I can read about viruses. Quick, just to brush up, and then go back to the question. So when you click read about it, there's going to be this go back to the question option, so that when you're done reading about it, you can go right back to the question. Viruses, and this is a check all that apply, which is the following true about viruses. They are not more complex, they are not considered living, they are not cellular, they are not considered living, they are simpler than cells, they are acellular, and boom! Am I competent in that answer or what? I am the instructor, I should get it right when I try, hopefully. So let's see, small membrane-bound components found inside a eukaryotic cell, such as mitochondria, lysosomes, are referred to as organelles. Boom. Boom. A blank is a term used to refer to any disease-causing organism. Pathogen. Fairly competent with that answer. Let's see if I spelt it correctly. Oh, I even spelt it correctly. But let's say you didn't know it was a pathogen. You can go back to the textbook and read about it. And then go back to the practice section. So, this is how to navigate the Learnsmart modules. I'll click read right here to go back to our textbook. These Learnsmart modules are optional. They do not count towards your final grade. For those of you who need a little bit more of interactiveness as you go through the textbook, I would recommend that you go through these Learnsmart modules. I know some students love paper copies of the textbook and reading on their own with a good cup of coffee and a highlighter, and if that works for you, that's what you should do. If you're a student that needs this extra tool, by all means, take advantage of it. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email or post it on the D2L discussion boards. Happy studies!